time. Well, he's a whiskey-headed man. Yes, he stayed drunk all the time. Well, if he don't stop drinking, I believe he gonna lose his mind. Well, every time I see that man, he's in some whiskey joint. He's slipping around the corner, trying to get another half a pint. Well, he's a whiskey-headed man. Yes, he stayed drunk all the time. Well, if he don't stop drinking, I believe he gonna lose his mind. Well, every time I see that man, he's walking up and down the street. He's driving and talking with everyone he meets. Well, he's a whiskey-headed man. Yes, he stayed drunk all the time.
Come on.
Well, if he don't stop drinking, I believe he gonna lose his mind.
Welcome to the laboratory. Won't you be my experiment?
Yeah, he's a whiskey-headed man. Yes, he stayed drunk all the time. Well, he's a whiskey-headed man. Yes, he stayed drunk all the time. Well, if he don't stop drinking, I believe he gonna lose his mind. Well, every time I see that man, he's in some whiskey joint. He's trying to make a bet, trying to get another half a pint. Well, he's a whiskey-headed man. Yes, he stayed drunk all the time. Well, if he don't stop drinking, I believe he gonna lose his mind.
Aha.
Come on, let's do it again.
All right.
Well, good morning. Tell me where'd you stay last night? Say good morning. Tell me where'd you stay last night? Now you know you don't love me, and you just can't treat me right.
Hello. There it is. Yes. Enjoy.
Slow down, shame.
Enjoy. I like this part.
The way you treated me is the low down shame. The way you treated me. Now I'm just as good to you, Daddy, as I intend to be.
All right. Our
Now you can shoot your pistol. and
our,
you
our
can
guest
blow
our
your
guest
horn
today,
and get down on
John
your
Stewart,
knees and
with
you
his
can
book
moan your
America. So stay tuned for that. I know everybody's very excited. Meanwhile, enjoy a little bit of Lowdown Travelers while I set the tea table.
See, now I wouldn't have been here, Daddy, if it had not been for you.
Oh yeah.
You treat me low down dirty, and that's the way you do. You're gonna be in bed for long. You're gonna be sitting there sorry, hear that same old lonesome song. Tell me where'd you stay last night now? Good morning, and it's farewell goodbye. Good morning, and it's farewell goodbye. Now you know you don't love me. Ain't no need to try.
Oh yeah. The Mad Scientist Tea Party is sponsored by all our great sponsors.
Now if you ever in Fall City, I tell you what to do. Let Miss Peter Adam get acquainted with you where you won't have to go. Where you won't have to go. Where you can get what you want right here in my liquor store. You got some on the floor, you got some on the shelf. All you got to do is just to help yourself where you won't have to go. Where you won't have to go. You can get what you want right here in my liquor store. I met Miss Peter Adam down on Monroe Street, and come to Bar City, run around with me where you won't have to go. Where you won't have to go. Or you can get what you want right here in my liquor store. Got a little whiskey, it got a little gin. All you got to do is step in the back end where you won't have to go. Where you won't have to go. Or you can get what you want right here in my liquor store. All right now.
All right. All right, now you got it.
Miss Peter, is this kind of man? You asking for a favor, he won't make you ashamed. Where you gonna have to go? Where you won't have to go? You can get what you want right here in my liquor store.
Where's the color? Let's see this. Let's see if our colors are bleeding away. I'm seeing a bunch of black and white. This is weird. Yeah, it's black and white now. We've gone black and white. How about that? That's interesting. Somehow I'm betting we've got some wires to do that.
My man, he's a doctor and he lives down in New Orleans. Now my man, he's a doctor and he lives down in New Orleans. And he don't eat nothing but them old rice and beans.
So it's just
They are the cookinest creoles that the world ain't never seen. They are the cookinest
We're playing with technical toys again. Black and white.
And they don't eat nothing but them old rice and beans.
Bizarre. That's crazy.
He's got the cookingest sister that the world has ever seen. He's got the cookingest sister that the world has ever seen. That's why he's gone and left me down in old New Orleans.
Let's see what we got. I'm gonna put this in picture in picture. Now here's the tea water.
I'm going back down to New
And what
Orleans.
comes up? Let's see. Black and white. Well, I'll just try a different
Going back down
this and see what it says.
I'm going where I can get my rice and beans.
There. It's in color now. Duh. Okay, now I'm going to try to run them one more time. This time in color. Okay? Meanwhile, I'll try to get some. Now it's in black and white.
Show you nothing in the world I ain't never seen.
What?
Can't show me nothing
What's
the
going on?
world ain't never seen.
Hold on. I'm thinking that one of the
'Cause I
that
know
video cable.
it down in old New Orleans. That's what I'm talking about.
Was that's in color now, and that's what I'm thinking. It was just about. But we'll just see. We'll see. Does it go black and white on me again? Bow, bow, bow. That's in color. Touch tea. All right. Yes, sir. Well, so far so good. There. Now we're gonna try seeing them in big in color one more time. What's that do? How's that? Okay, you like that? Hey. We're running out of low-down travelers here. And we don't have any guests yet for tea. But how long can it take for someone to go, ooh, tea's being served very shortly, and they'll run in here. We'll have a room full of people. Sure. Let's see what's going on. Here's my band. No, that's not the point. I want the one where there's all the colors. How can I see that? I can put just the edge of it in like that, so I can look at it on the monitor, and I can tell when it's the part I want to see. And then we'll run it right through one time, regular. Now something happened. What was it? Oh. All right, are we ready? Anytime. What are these blips? These blips are very interesting. I think they come out of out of the switcher. I think the switcher just auto blips on us a bit. Now here it comes. Here it comes. Bye. Okay. You watching the Mad Scientist Tea Party with an emphasis on mad. I'm not only mad, I'm also angry. How's that? Angry Tea Party. We're going to pass out blunt objects and beat each other just to relieve our anger. Now you're seeing the names of all of my fabulous sponsors. Thank you for sponsoring us, fabulous sponsors. And now you're seeing my P.O. box where you can contact me. All you have to do, if you have a comment and want to be involved somehow with the Mad Scientist Tea Party, all you got to do is write to that P.O. box number, which is P.O. Box 1125, Asheville, North Carolina, at 28802. And my name is John. And there you have it. And I'm about to brew up some tea. And maybe I'll let you hear some more music. Do you like Bach? I do. What is this noise? Listen. You hear this noise? Well, now they've been quiet. Okay. How loud do you like the Bach? Do you like it? There we go. Isn't that wonderful now? Wonderful Bach. Yes. This is good. That's fun to always run a disclaimer, even if we're not disclaiming something. Now, what am I doing? Why is this? Okay. I'll have to remember that trick up there. Oh. There we go. This is a show. We're just going to run it. We're going to run another show in the background that was given to us by the guys in the wallpaper project. How about that? See what Matt has to say here. Hello? Hi, Matt. How are you? Are you watching? If you need to sleep, take a nap, because someone will come. Okay. Well, okay. Well, then we'll look forward to seeing you in that case. Oh, I forgot to wear my Mount Dungeon shirt today. Okay. All right. All right. Bye-bye. All right. That was Matt. He said he was going to come to tea. But that's okay that no one's here yet because I haven't had a chance to brew the tea. I got the water hot, but I've been fooling with the electronics. Okay, here we go. There. Oops. Lovely smelling tea. Whoever's coming to tea should hurry up quickly before it oversteeps. And remind me to take it out before it oversteeps. how does that affect the future? There have been a number of, how can I explain? A number of things going on in government under the Bush regime that are the culmination of things that had been leading up to it for a while. But it has reached a point now that I have expressed myself to this audience many times about the fact that I believe that not only is the situation in our government right now impeachable, but I believe that it's like the very definition of impeachable. I believe that what is going on in the government right now is precisely what the government was, what the impeachment process was included to protect against. I think this is a textbook case of impeachable offense, and that impeachment was put in to be able to take care of a government that was getting out of control and using its powers against the citizens and using the powers of our country against other countries and stuff in an unwarranted manner, and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Now, what that has to do with the future is if we let them get away with it at this time, and I believe that's in the works. I believe that a deal has been swung, and Georgie Porgy Bush thinks that has swung a deal that they will not impeach him until they'll let his term expire. Well, that's all good and well for Mr. Bush, but that is not good for the rest of the country, because by not impeaching the president and the vice president, and taking care of a whole lot of complacent people in the Senate and the House, then precedents are set, and we are locked into this situation, and future administrations will have little to no problem doing the same thing and even worse. So by not impeaching at this critical point, Congress is forcing America into revolution. By not impeaching at this point, and by not by the systems of checks and balances, not taking care and doing their job at this point, and checking and balancing, by allowing things to get out of balance, and not checking it, then it is forcing the only recourse to put it back in balance by letting this be the precedent that is set, and this is the way things are going to work. To ever straighten it back out may well require a revolution. Now, that's a horrible thing for the government to do, to continue to let itself decline into such horrible condition to where it requires revolution to correct it. Small imbalances and corrections along the way have been provided for. But if the corrections are not made for long periods of time, and it's been a long time, then a big correction comes, and that's called a revolution. And that's why you often hear me call for heads on sticks or heads in the streets and things like that. The American people are afraid of their government. In France, the government are afraid of the people. And in France, in America, when we had a revolution, we sent the British packing. And in France, when they had a revolution, their leaders' heads rolled. And they remembered that. I think they still remember that. You see what I mean? So that's I guess that's just the way it has to go. Now, there's another thing I wanted to discuss. The people who drafted the Constitution and the Bill of Rights and such as that had freedom of the press. I need to discuss freedom of the press and show how our freedom of the press has eroded. And understand by the very concept of freedom of the press. What was the concept there? In the day that it was written, it's often cited that there was no radio, there was no television, there was no internet. And that is obviously so. However, the press, the freedom of the press itself was the most technologically advanced mass media of the day. To that day and time, the freedom of the press was radio, was television, and was the internet, all rolled into one. It was the most technologically advanced form of mass media. And so when we read freedom of the press, it is totally acceptable to read that as freedom of the most technologically advanced forms of mass media available in the time, and that's so. However, as I sit here now, we have been granted so graciously. The toccata and fugue in D minor. Everybody loves the toccata and fugue in D minor. As I sit here now, we have been so graciously provided public access. Now, you are bombarded by corporate images and corporate concepts. I hate to turn down the toccata and fugue in D minor. You are constantly on all the other channels bombarded by multi-million, multi-billion-dollar images and concepts fed to you by multi-million-dollar, multi-conglomerate corporations and stuff like that. However, this small channel has been made available. The multi-glomerates are able to put their message out simultaneously from coast to coast, from one end of our country to the other. Here at URTV, we are graciously allowed, please come in, we are graciously allowed to put our message out not only to Asheville, but to Buncombe County. So this is how far and wide our freedom of speech is allowed to broadcast on this highly technological system. That we have a number of rules upon us. There are rules about the language we may use, but there's also rules about the things we may say and do. As far as for instance, we are not allowed to have a call to action. That is something that's in our rules. Now, I don't know where this particular rules come from. The rule against a call to action, is that a national law that says that particularly a public access host may not have a call to action? You know, can who's the gap tooth? Or how about this guy here, John Stewart? Can John Stewart have a call to action? Can John?
Could with a tongue in cheek.
Can John Stewart say, you know, we should have Bush's head on a stick and Cheney's head on a stick? Can he say that?
He could probably say it.
You know, can he say go out and put that head on that stick? Can he say that? I don't know. Can we say that? I don't know. Can I say, if you wanted to be a sponsor for this show, do it?
Yes.
I can say that?
I'll do it.
You'll do it?
I'll do it. Be a sponsor of the show. Anybody. Come on down.
Yeah, and I can say the P.O. box will be number will be rolled at the somewhere in the credits, at least by the end credits, and
Yeah.
you could contact me that way. That would be telling you what you could do. That's not telling you to do it.
Yeah. Well,
Do it. Do it.
Do it right now.
Anyway, so I think that the freedom of press. I think that the press, if the press wants to have a call to action, that the press can have a call to action. I think that the press can call for, can say things like, "Where is Lee Harvey Oswald when you need him?"
Where is he?
He was taken care of by one of Nixon's cronies.
Actually, the cigarette smoking man killed,
Yeah,
who was it?
Ruby.
Yeah, he killed Ruby. He also killed Kennedy and all that from the X-Files.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Did you see that episode?
Well, I don't know. I kind of felt betrayed by the X-Files.
Why?
Well, because they always were like they were gonna let you know what was really going on, and then
They never would.
and then they didn't. Yeah, so
I know,
it was
there was always
betrayal by the corporate
Yeah, there's-
entities. Yeah, what a
There's
great book.
always Getting, this is a cool book. They're
Excellent book.
always getting about to tell you, and they give you little hints here, a little bit there, a little bit here, but they wouldn't
I
tell the
know.
whole story. And it's like, man, that's confusing. It's almost like you're seeing from the point of view of Mulder.
Right, it was a good show,
Yeah, I'm,
but I was betrayed.
you were betrayed.
Yeah.
They betrayed you. So,
Okay. How you doing? Here,
Good.
I want you to do me a favor. I want you to kind of take over the
okay,
the world, as if you will.
Estonian Day out.
It's Estonian. Welcome to Little Estonia. And I'll let you I'm going to do this though. I'm going to. I've been drying this
Yeah.
to put some tea in. Yes.
I came by for about 15, 20 minutes.
Okay. Well, and Matt has called me and he says he's going to come. He was
That's cool.
was going to take a nap, but he decided that
Oh,
that he wouldn't take a nap,
yes,
and that instead he would do this.
yes.
And this is a very clean tablecloth, so I can.
Okay.
It just got out of the laundry, so I can.
That's good.
But this should hold this tea.
I love today because see, I'm wearing my sweater
Uh-huh.
finally, and I'm wearing my scarf.
Does it feel good out there?
It feels good.
It does, doesn't it?
I love it. I can't stand hot weather.
This
Gets up to 80 degrees.
This is one of the reasons we're all up here, isn't it? For these days when these just perfect, you couldn't have ordered it from a catalog any better, could you?
Yeah,
Yes, I agree. It is a nice one. It's a nice one out there.
it's a nice day.
It's a nice
Nice
one.
blustery day.
Yes, so them of you what enjoy such ought to go out and do so.
Yeah.
Yes, indeed. What are you up to today that you have to run away?
I'm gonna go see Dave Turner at French Broad Brewery.
Okay.
And do you know Dave?
I don't know.
He's
Not by
sort of-
name. I don't know names, and it's very embarrassing often.
He's sort of like Asheville's. It's like Billy Joel, and it's got the remains of the day here.
Check it out. I mean, open it up and smell it. Yes. Isn't that nice?
That is nice.
And it's in this pot right here. And cups are right over yonder. Perhaps if I take a little break and run away for a moment, you would set the table while I was gone.
Set the table.
At least your own teacup,
Okay.
if not
Okay.
if not others.
I'll set the table a small bit.
Okay.
A small amount. Okay. And are these clean over here?
They should be. They were washed after the last tea party. The girls that were here last time. Were you here last time? You weren't, were you?
No, it wasn't.
But the girls came, and they are always so good to say, usually I have a lot of guys at the tea party. You know what I've noticed. And when the tea party's over, you think a guy is going to say, "Can I help you wash the dishes?" No,
Not.
not likely.
Not.
Yeah, but the girls do. They always